Hey guys, it's Adam. This is for week 24. It's about being stealth. I apologize for being a few days late on posting this. Anyways, for this topic, I am not really sure what to say. I guess I will start by talking about what being stealth means to me and why I think being called stealth is sort of a stupid term. The way I understand being trans, for myself at least, I am in the process of transitioning. I've been transitioning from being born biologically female, but mentally and emotionally being male, to being physically male as well as mentally and emotionally and all of that. So then we have terms like passing, and passing basically means, I guess, being assumed as biologically male, being accepted in society as male. And to my understanding, that's sort of the point of transitioning, is to be recognized in the larger society, in the larger world, as the gender that you mentally, emotionally, socially feel yourself to be. So in my case, I am male, and that is part of my transitioning process is to, I guess, be perceived by the larger culture or society as 100% biologically male. Um, so I guess, by that definition, that is considered to be stealth. Um, I don't agree with that idea, that people have of stealth people leaving the community and being, not in touch with it and stuff like that. I feel like it's not your job, to be always in touch with the community, and I feel like as a trans person, I'm currently going through a transitional phase, i.e., I had surgery a little more than a month ago, like a month and almost 2 weeks ago. So I've been on hormones. I've had top surgery. I still need for myself personally a hysterectomy and possibly lower surgery, but definitely the hysterectomy before I would consider my transition being pretty much complete, and that I would be then considered completely male. And if I'm considered completely male, then I guess I would be technically stealth. Anyways, this is hard for me. At home, my home state, my home city, Syracuse, New York. Um, I'm guess I'm technically not stealth because I do have a lot of friends and a lot of people that I know that that knew me prior to transitioning and knew me sort of through, this whole long process of transitioning. So I guess I'm not considered stealth there. However, I sort of feel like my gender identity and my biological gender are sort of my own business. Obviously, I put out to the larger world that I'm male, and I'm not the type of person to introduce myself to everybody as, hey, by the way, my name is Adam, I'm a transgendered man. I wouldn't do that. And I feel like for a lot of people that's confusing. If I say I'm a transgendered man or I'm a trans man or something like that, I feel like a lot of people expect me to be transitioning to female. And it's the other way around. So I don't introduce myself like that when I meet new people. We don't talk about it. And that's not that I'm afraid to, or I don't feel comfortable with that, or anything like that. I just don't feel like it's anybody's business but mine. When you meet somebody new, you're not like, oh, let me see your junk so that I can know whether you're male or female. You just make an assumption based on how they interact, how they're introduced to you, what kind of pronouns are used around, that type of thing. An educated guess, I guess. You don't go looking to see what they've got downstairs or upstairs, like whatever. You don't do that. Um, so that's why I have a problem with stealth, is because I feel like then you would say that most people are stealth, because it's not. I don't know. Anyways, it's sort of complicated for me. However, where I am currently in New Mexico, I guess I would be considered stealth. I had a long discussion with my other trans friend last night, and he pretty much was like, "Dude, you're super stealth," and I was like, "But not really. I am not really part of the LGBT community out here. As I've mentioned in my own videos on my personal channel, I'm not too happy with that community in general. I'm a straight man, and so I don't really feel any specific allegiance to that community, and I don't specifically relate to that community. If you're gay, I don't have a problem with it. If you're bi, trans, like whatever, I don't have a problem with what you are. I just don't relate to that, so I'm not really a part of that community. So there are some people that when I first moved out here, because I was sort of on T, assumed that I was male. Some people sort of assumed that I was female, that I was a dyke or whatnot. So the some people that sort of question things in the beginning, they know, but there's very few people that I've actually straight up told out here. I've told any girl, woman, person that I've been intimate with prior to being intimate with them. Sometimes like a couple hours before, just depending on the situation and how things come up. Um, but I always tell my partners, my sexual partners, and any friend of mine that's super close, I would tell. It's not, if I don't tell you, it's not my intention that you're offended or that I'm neglecting to share a certain part of myself. I don't define myself by my trans status, and I really don't feel like it's important for a lot of relationships. If I want to share things that have to do with that, obviously I'll tell that person. And it doesn't mean that we're not as close friends or that I don't trust you or whatever if I don't tell you. I feel like it doesn't need to be said. And it's nobody's business but mine, really. I'll say something if it impacts you, but most of the times it doesn't. There are two guy friends out here that I have that I've told explicitly. We've had slight conversations about that, and it's pretty much because I felt close enough and comfortable enough with them and I was talking about various parts of my life, and I really wanted to share that, so I chose to. But I don't know. I feel like it's, you know, like being adopted or being born with, red hair or blue eyes or something like that. Like, you don't introduce yourself, hey, I have blue eyes. Hey, I have red hair. Hey, by the way, my name is Adam and I was adopted. You don't usually do that. When you become close enough with somebody, or the topic comes up, um, or it's obvious, then it's discussed. But if it's not, then it's not. So that's sort of my whole take on stealth. I guess I'm considered stealth. Like I said, I'm pretty much, my Facebook is sort of a half and half. I don't really talk about being trans or anything like that on there. I did mention that I had surgery on there. I do have pictures of me post-T and pre-T on there, but it's not like I go out of my way to explain it to people. And yeah, so I mean, it's one of those things where it's just not something that I usually get into with most people, but that doesn't mean that I'm like hiding it or pretending not to be trans in any way, shape, or form. It really hasn't come up, and it really doesn't affect our relationship or our friendship or our interaction. Um, so I guess in summary, I'm pretty much stealth in New Mexico, in the world, because I'm not a big part of LGBT community out here. I'm not talking about it constantly with people, um, and I'm not like overly feminine or whatever in any way that most people would know. But yeah. So I mean, like my other friend out here who's trans, like he'll paint his toenails and stuff like that. Just things that a lot of straight, normal, heterosexual, I guess that would be my normal heterosexual males wouldn't do that. But I don't know. So this is my best attempt at explaining what stealth is and my relation to it. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to hit me up on my personal channel. All right, peace.